let's talk about Fire Force. So, after a very long time, I finally picked Fire Force back up and finished it. Now, the second season came out about 4 years ago. And at the time, I had kind of fell off for Fire Force at first. Not gonna lie to you, be real. You know, it came out the same time as Demon Slayer, and of course, it was kind of overshadowed by Demon Slayer at the time. I had dropped it, I got up to about episode 17 or 18 of the first season. Spoilers if you haven't seen Fire Force, there's going to be a bunch of spoilers in this video. But I dropped it around when Show showed up, like the episode after Show showed up. It wasn't really because of Show specifically or what was going on at the time, because it was actually getting good. It was just, like I said, at the time, Demon Slayer was out, and it was just overshadowed. By the time the second season came out, I think second season Demon Slayer was already out, and I wasn't going to start watching season 2 of Fire Force if I haven't finished the first one. So I put it off for a while. I don't know, for a while I kind of didn't want to finish it. I was just like, but I'm kind of glad I went back and watched it, because after finishing the first season and watching the second season is better. I mean, the first season is good, but I felt like the second season was better. We got more into their world and what's going on in the Fire Force universe. You feel me? I actually I don't know if it was a coincidence, because I was looking for an action anime at the time, but I really started watching the second season and finished it more after I started watching the first episode or so of Kaiju number 8 when it came out, because at the time I caught up to like the second episode. It was airing weekly, and now I actually haven't gone and watched. I think I might have watched the third episode or fourth, but I haven't watched a few episodes because I'm trying to let them stack up. So I just went back and was like, you know what, Fire Force is a pretty decently big action anime that I never finished. Already started, didn't finish, and there was a whole another 24 episode season. So like, you know what, might as well jump in, finish this. Hopefully soon, we'll get another season. So second season was good. The second season ended on actually a really good cliffhanger. That's hype. It's hype as hell. But that was 4 years ago. So I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it 4 years ago, because I would have been hype as hell and then waited. Nothing is confirmed for season 3 so far. So regardless, let's get into a few things. Let's talk about a few characters first. Shinra, through the first season, towards the end, and really a lot more in the second season, deals with his demon side. Not necessarily demon, but his Adola Link has him tripping out throughout the first and for sure the second season, especially when I think it's the first pillar links with him and Adola Link and is trying to take over him, trying to control, trying to not take over him, but brainwash him and get him to be on their side and be more destructive. You feel me? Come to find out after the fact, like I said, I originally dropped the show right when his brother showed back up, so I didn't know anything about the background to that or what happened in the time from the fire till then that he's alive. Even I think towards the end of the first season they might have gave us some of the information. They eventually gave the backstory to what happened, how the fire happened at the house that started it, what happened to his mom, where his mom is, what happened to Show, everything like that. Just like with Attack on Titan, how it takes you until season 3 or 4 to get answers about at least some answers about the world and how things got like that, and the basement and the key and all these things. It's kind of crazy, because after all this time, the demon Shinra saw in his home fire that it basically haunts him, he keeps seeing visions of in his head over and over, is actually his mom. So Show's Adala Burst is what causes mom to turn into a demon, which was crazy as hell. But Show is the reason why Shinra got his powers, because he didn't have powers up until it wasn't intentional. He was a baby at the time and his Adala Burst awakened, but that's what turned his mom to a demon. Then the evangelist came and took him away. And the evangelist came and took him away. They brainwashed the shit out of him so that I guess he wouldn't have any feelings or emotions, and he would just be a killing machine for them, just like how Assault and Charon is. We're gonna get into both of them later. But Show as a character, even up until the end of the second season, because there's a decent time where he's missing in the second season. When they do show him again, midway through the second season, they're back to brainwashing him. The evangelist brainwashed him and raised him to not know that he had a brother. So when Shinra came in contact with him a few too many times, and he started understanding some of this stuff, like not understanding but realizing, and having the slightest bit of like flashbacks and stuff from an adult Link, it just went straight to brainwashing. Like, that's all we see in the middle, and then the next time we see him is the very end, like the last episode. I mean, they might have showed him again towards the end, but for sure they show him at the very end of the last episode of the second season. The Evangelist squad is all they're about to attack the whole city and show us back to like being brainwashed, completely monotone, no care, no anything. So I don't know, bro. Like, as cool of a character as, he seems to be, or he's trying to be, he doesn't really have much depth, but like I said, he's kind of more of a product of his environment and his situation and his brainwashing. The Evangelist characters are kind of made to be real dislikable too. I think Sharon, however you say it, he's actually the only one I like. He's probably my favorite. He's really just Enkidu in Fire Force. Enkidu from Under Night in anime. Enkidu's little complex with Hamiya or Mika from Under Night is kind of like she bullies the shit out of him and stuff. It's kind of lame. But what's even lamer than that is the coolest looking character, Assault, that he just looks like they make him sound like the most cold-blooded serial killer. Assault. His weakness is the clumsy thing that Tamaki always does, where she falls out of her clothes, just always ends up out of her clothes. That's like the weakness to this guy. That's the strongest Fire Force. So like, I mean, I guess, they tried to make it be a little different with the dynamic, but that shit was kind of lame. I kind of wanted to see him have like a real fight with someone. Maybe it's coming up, but that one wasn't it. Sharon, all his fights have been way cooler. Enkidu's been way cooler than Assault. Carmine, I don't know who he is. Hamiya is a weirdo, of course. The new fourth pillar that came after Shinra before the little boy, she's trying too hard to be edgy and just relax. It's not that serious. Like, let the Fire Force protect you. You want to go with the Evangelist because you want danger, and like we get it, you're edgy, but nothing about her character. I hated her character from the beginning. But the second she betrayed her OG friends and let them let the Evangelist kill them, and she killed the other one, like, get her out of here, bro. Villain energy. She's lame and not cool villain. Like, she doesn't have no cool backstory. She just like decides to just switch up on everybody and kill your dog, like kill your day ones, kill the ones that was out here hustling with you just for the switch up, for the clout. No. Inca, we not jacking you, Inca. You're a lame. Snaked out your dogs. Like, who else are we not jacking? We not really jacking Lich, Victor the doctor. He been a snake from the jump. Like, I don't know, like, I want to like him, but he knows he's so much of a snake. He's Joker's dog, and we don't even know Joker. Like, we need to see Joker more too. Who did Joker think he is? He thinks he's like Shanks or something. He's popped up like twice in the whole 2 seasons. Like, he's one of the most overpowered. No, we need to see more of him on screen. We don't want to see Lich. The Jet, I'm not gonna lie, Nataku, get him out of here. He was annoying too. Like, his whole thing because of the other commander. I mean, the other dude from Squad 1, whatever. We're not jacking him either. He was lame. I see what they try to do with the powers for the pillars, but like, how come Shinra had to get like the kind of goofy shit? Like, Shinra just got fire that come out his feet, and the other pillars got some crazy OP shit. I mean, you gave him something where he can go as fast as light, I guess, whatever. But like, old girl can see fire and the trail of sight. I mean, the line of fire before it even comes. Like, Inca is OP for nothing. She's a goofy character. Why you gave her the coolest power? She's OP. She should be one of the strongest pillars. Even show, like, and all Shinra do is fire out his feet, burn his shoes and his boots every time. Just feet fire. That's it. He is a Fire Force One Punch Man. Like, one attack, one trick pony. Yeah, boy. He needs a buff. Like, we were seeing it at the end of the second season with the Blue Flame, when he went Super Saiyan God Blue Flame. I mean, Super Fire Force God Blue Flame. But Arthur got a buff. Arthur's probably one of my favorite people. One of my favorite characters in the show, besides Sharon, because that boy is dumb as a bag of rocks. But when he gets the right idea in his head, he be on point. Like, he turns into Saber from Fate, OP as hell, Excalibur. But when he realizes that a donkey is a donkey and not a horse, it's over with for that boy. Crushed that boy's dreams. And of course, Levi Captain Shimon. He's cool too with his 2 different eyes, X's and O's tic-tac-toe eye having that boy. I have to say top 3 characters, yeah, probably the 3 of them though. Arthur, Sharon, and Captain Shimon. But it kind of sucks now that I finished it, because with that big cliffhanger at the end from 4 years ago, we still don't have an update. Not an update. We don't even have a confirmed date for season 3. So I guess it's back to the drawing board with finishing up and rewatching shows that the new season's coming up. I think that's all I have for Fire Force right now. Check back for some more anime and gaming content. It'll probably lean a little bit more towards anime right now, but I'm still gonna be making game content. I got a Uni 2 video that I'm working on, and a Guilty Gear Strive with Slayer. Check back if you're interested in that. So I'm happy today, guys. Catch you guys in the next one.